It is midday in Paris at 6 p.m. in Beijing. I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain Verjee. You're watching CNN, and this is World One live from London.
France plans to close its embassies and schools in around 20 countries this Friday. That's according to Reuters. That's after a French magazine has risked provoking the anger of Muslims by publishing cartoons that some say depict the Prophet Muhammad. It's only a few days since a wave of violent incidents in the Middle East as Muslims protested loudly over a U.S.-made film that attacked their religion. Charlie Hebdo is the magazine that's put the cartoons out. It's no stranger to controversy. Last year, senior international correspondent Jim Bitterman is following the story from Paris. Jim, the last time this magazine did something like this, their office was firebombed. What do we know about what kind of protection they've got this time around?
Well, there was a police van that pulled up last night.
Jim Bitterman there in Paris, and we should say one of the journalists there at the magazine says that we want to laugh. The aim is to laugh. He says we want to laugh at the extremists. Every extremist, they can be Muslim, Jewish, Catholic. Everyone can be religious, but extremist thoughts and acts we cannot accept. Zain. Welcome back. Miners are returning to work at a platinum mine in South Africa after a pay deal brought an end to weeks of violent protests. But dozens of their colleagues won't be there to join them. More than 40 miners died amid violent protests last month. In Kuwait, there was trouble at a mine owned by a different company. Media reports said police used tear gas to disperse protesters at a township close to an Anglo-American platinum mine near Rustenburg. Well, the agreement ends the protests that had been going on for well over a month. Let's give you a rundown of just how long they have been going on for. The strike began on the 10th of August when rock drillers put down their tools demanding a pay increase. That same day, 4 miners were shot and wounded while on their way to work. Well, then things took a grim turn on the 16th when police opened fire at Marikana mines, leaving 34 miners dead and many more injured. Just 3 days before that, 2 policemen and a miner were killed during clashes. Police and miners blamed each other for the violence. Then, almost 2 weeks later, 270 miners were charged with the murder of their colleagues in connection with the police shooting, and those charges were later dropped. But protests continued while the union and lawmen tried to work out an agreement. And that brings us to yesterday, when the miners said they're ending the strike after coming to a wage agreement with their employer. Nkapile Mabuse is at Lonmin's Marikana mine near Rustenburg, and this is what she filed just earlier.
Hundreds of miners are gathering at a stadium.
Concern is growing about the territorial dispute between China and Japan. Neither side is backing down in the quarrel over a group of islands in the East China Sea. Our correspondents are following closely the developments, and Stan Grant joins us now from Beijing with the latest from there. Stan.
Yeah, Monita, now, of course, this dispute has moved to engulf the United States as well.
Britain's Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are wrapping up their tour of Southeast Asia and the Pacific. The 9-day trip was organized to mark Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee celebrations, but it's been overshadowed by those photos published in a French magazine showing Catherine topless on a recent private holiday in France. Well, CNN's royal correspondent Max Foster has been traveling with the couple. He joins us now live from the Solomon Islands. They've left, they're on their way home, but it seems as though they probably will be coming back to some more controversy, despite the fact that they've been away while all of this has been happening. The fact of the matter is, those photographs are out there. They will continue to be out there because of the beauty of the internet. That's just the way, this is the kind of world that we live in right now. And regardless of how many injunctions that they may have, this is the kind of lifestyle that they are, well, William was born into, but this is the kind of lifestyle that Kate has married into. Does that change the relationship that they have now with the press? I mean, at the end of the day, they need the press because of the kind of charities that they want to draw attention to. Max, has there been, I guess, a sense of regret from the royal couple that perhaps they shouldn't have been out there in such a, I guess, even though you're on a private terrace, but in such an open public manner? It's Foster there in the Solomon Islands.
This is World One live from London.
The UEFA Champions League group stage kicked off Tuesday with 8 matches and a furious finish between 2 of the heavyweights. World Sports' Patrick Snell brings us the details.
We begin in the Spanish capital, Madrid, where Real and Manchester City served up a European...
I don't know about you, Mari, but it's perfect weather for me.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's crisp. It's cold. It's a little bit chilly, but it's sunny. So I'm happy.
A little autumn.
As long as you're happy, you know, everything is well here in London.
If you're
Mari
happy,
Ramos.
I'm happy.
Thank
There
you.
Thanks, Mari.
You're watching World One Live from London. I'm Zain Verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for joining us. We'll update you the headlines in just a couple of minutes right here on CNN.